Ladies and gentlemen, the Williams sisters, Hannah, Abigail, and Nancy Grace.
Both teams now heading off to their respective benches, getting ready for the announcement of your starting lineup.
And now it's time for the starting lineups. Let's meet the Beavers of Caltech University. Starting at guard, freshman number 21 from Denver, Colorado, Andrew Cocolades. Starting at guard from Oxford, Georgia, sophomore number 4, Noah Hicks. Starting at forward, junior from Richmond, Virginia, number 23, Bidey Wood. At forward, junior, number 34, Short Hills, New Jersey, Evan Courtney. And starting the guard from South Bend, Michigan, senior, number 2, Leo Williams. And the head coach for the Beavers, Oliver Essinger. Starting from Long Beach, California, starting at forward, senior, number 3, Ethan Delaney. And the man in the middle, starting at center, from Pennsylvania, number 42, Zach Lay. Eagle fans, it's time for West Coast basketball.
And both teams here getting ready for the opening tip-off, ready to see who's going to get off to a hot start here to start the game. My name is Blake, joined by your co-host Jonathan, and ready to walk you through this action today. And West Coast winning the opening tip-off. We see Braxton Bosher bringing it down. Ready to see if we can get this game started off right. Zach Clay giving it out to Ethan Delaney, surveying his options, giving it out to number 35, David Goeth, kicks it out to the corner, back to David, finds himself in the corner, fighting for it. Out to Braxton Bosher to the corner, off to Ethan Delaney, drives down the baseline, puts one up, and it's sent back. Remains West Coast possession there, but it was a pretty mean push away from Caltech there. Braxton Bosher with the inbound here. And a turnover off the inbound pass. Down the court comes Caltech. Resetting the tempo here with number 21, Andrew Cocolades, the 6'5 freshman. Off to number 4. Back to Andrew at the top. tries to find the way back inside. They find it to the corner. Number 34, just a little bit long there. Airballed it. Braxton Bosher bringing it back down the court. Finding a way to the corner. Number 15 there, Zach Brown trying to find it. Gives it to Ethan Delaney, looking for a second shot. Zach gets the ball again. Into the corner with Ethan Delaney. Surveying, seeing what he can find. Drives inside, up, and just a little long. Zach Clay aggressive on that offensive rebound, trying to get one. Zach Clay goes to the corner, back to 34, just a little long there, trying to make an adjustment. Couldn't quite get what he needed. Braxton Bosher on an even man rush, inside, up, and just a little long yet again. And we're really seeing here, Jonathan, a little bit of a dry spell from both teams to start the game off. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, they're both attacking. They just need a good pass, good setup shot, good rebounding at the moment. Offensive foul, Eagles basketball.
And a charging foul there on number 23 of Caltech, Riley Wood, the 6'5" junior, trying to get something to happen there. Well, we see a free West Coast possession here. See what we can make of it. Braxton Bosher running the point as per usual, brings the ball down the court. Gives it off to Ethan Delaney, a little give and go action there. Ball finds its way back to Braxton Bosher. Ethan Delaney back at the top of the point. Braxton in the corner, puts a little move on, and we have a travel call there. Not much of a contest there from Braxton Bosher. Not sure if he knew he was traveling, but he obviously isn't surprised by the call. Number 21 for Caltech, Andrew is bringing the ball up. He's really playing that guard role here, seeing what he can do. Number 4, Noah Hicks, gives the ball off to the senior, Leo Williams. Ball finds its way back to Noah Hicks as he charges inside, finds a way to the rim, and it is and his ball goes out of bounds for a West Coast possession here. Caltech's coach is asking for a little bit more intensity here from their teams, trying to see if they can maybe up the pressure and make something happen. Braxton Bosher surveys. Ball finds its way to the corner to Noah Brown. Out to Ethan Delaney. Takes a three. Just a little short there. Good look. Just couldn't quite get it. Ethan Delaney trying to make something happen on defense. Noah Brown defending in the paint. Good defense there. Causes a loose ball. Caltech falls on it. And it results, it's still loose in the middle. Man, a crazy scram there as we had just about every player on the court.
Great hustle by both teams diving for the ball. Not sure which possession it is.
And that play was really started by a great defensive effort by Zach Brown. He was able to knock away a pass in the paint, and that really just caused a mad scram for the ball. Braxton Bosher here for the inbound pass as we see West Coast possession yet again. Zach Clay gets it right back to Braxton. Thinks about going inside, can't quite get it. Ball out to Ethan Delaney, drives inside. Back out to Braxton Bosher. Decent look there. Decides to kick it out to Noah Brown. Maybe a little bit of a reset here. See what we can get going. Ethan Delaney goes up. Can't quite get it. Offensive rebound by Zach Clay. Puts it in for 2. Zach Clay starting our scoring off this season. This game, my mistake. And for Caltech, number 33, kicks it out to their senior, number 2. Finds its way inside, guarded by Zach Clay, and he puts it in for a nice reverse layup there. Braxton Bosher yet again, bringing it down, putting a little move there, seeing what he can get going. And he's fouled on the shot. My apologies, that was not a foul. Clean play there from Caltech, just happened to put the ball out of bounds. Ball finds its way out to David Goet, who just a little bit long on that three-point shot. And we have a backcourt violation by some great defense here from Ethan Delaney. Just absolutely putting the pressure on this team. Did not give them any room. Speaking of which, Ethan Delaney ready to take the inbound. Gets the ball out to Braxton, who's going to go ahead and bring that up the court, running the point, seeing what he can get done. Braxton Bosher kicks it out to the corner. Noah Brown just misses the three-pointer. Both these teams seem to have a lid on the rim. They just can't quite get it off. One big play, though, and there's no doubt in my mind, as Caltech takes a three, just can't quite go. David Goeth with a great rebound there. He brings the ball up the court, finds its way to Braxton. Tries to get inside the defense. David Goeth goes up for two and fouled on the shot. Thoughts on that so far?
That's a great sequence, great pass to David Goeth. Well, he'll be shooting for two. We'll see if he can make them right here.
Something to notice here from Caltech, they have a very young team, as we mentioned, 9 freshmen. They're making lots of subs so far. They definitely have a very deep bench, lots of players they want to get experience to. So we're going to see exactly how this affects the game going forward. See if they can keep their starters fresh.
David Goeth knocks down the first free throw. We'll see if he can make the second one.
Zach Clay finding his way out of the game here. Subbed out for Wesley Carnes. That does take the height off the team, but that doesn't take away from the playmaking so far. David going 1 for 2 from the free throw line, brings the score 3-2 so far into this game. 15 minutes left in the half. Ethan Delaney keeping up the defense. Same defense that caused a backcourt violation last possession. Three-pointer from the corner, can't quite find it. Offensive rebound, can't get the two to go. David Goeth looking for maybe a fast break there. Couldn't quite get it. Caltech recovering very well. There's Wesley Clarence in his first possession back, takes an open look, can't quite get it. Caltech to the corner to the number 30. Out to David Goeth, out to number 24, stolen by David Goeth, who does lose the ball, but it goes out on Caltech there for a West Coast possession. Great play there by David Goeth.
Yeah, great defense by David Goeth. Great hustle play to steal the ball back. Wesley Carnes will inbound the ball to Braxton Bosher.
Lots of communication here from both teams, trying to feel each other out to start this game off. Really trying to see who's going to have the edge going into this game. If things continue this way, it will continue to be low scoring. Noah Brown with the three, no good there. Number 21 bringing it up for Caltech. Guarded by Ethan Delaney. Number 13 working his way inside. Puts it up and in, making the score 5-3 thus far. Braxton Bosher bringing the ball up the court quick. Ethan Delaney, and it's good with the foul. And one for Ethan Delaney. Give Braxton Bosher the assist there. Great read there. He saw that Caltech might have been a little bit disorganized coming back. Saw that Ethan Delaney had a free lane back to the basket.
As always, Ethan Delaney has been a great leader this year. Great with the hustle, goes up to the basket, gets the basket, and now he'll shoot one to extend the lead.
Braxton and Ethan are really turning into one heck of a 1-2 punch here. Obviously, coming into the season, we were excited to see what they would have in store, but this is something really special we're seeing here. Ethan Delaney can't quite convert on the and one, leaving the score at 5-4 in favor of your West Coast Eagles. Ethan Delaney covering on ball right now, out to David Goeth, who's defending number 10, who almost got a strip there. Number 33, guarded by Braxton. Just a little bit of a reset here. Nice spin move in the paint, plants his foot, goes up for a shot, off the rim, not quite. Bounced around by Caltech. Pass inside. And it's up and in with a foul. Opportunity here for Caltech to get themselves an and one, a three-point play opportunity here.
Foul number 15, Brown. First personal foul. Going to line for the Beavers, number 23, Rodney Wood.
Saw a lot of subs start this game off. We're not seeing any subs during this free throw here. Wonder if that will change in the next opportunity or not. Braxton Bosher pushing the pace as per usual, finds his way out to Wesley Carnes, who gives it to Brown, fouled while in the paint. Braxton Bosher here to take the inbound.
First personal foul, 16 foul. Check into the Beavers number 4, Noah Hicks.
Out to David Goa, finds his way back to Braxton. Out to Wesley Carnes in the corner, lets it fly. Oh, in and out for Wesley Carnes. This rim is really just got one heck of a lid, man. You really cannot fault it. As Caltech comes down for a quick counterattack, giving themselves an easy two-pointer there. Wesley Carnes driving inside, surveying, takes the three. Oh, and just a little short this time. Lid just will not come off for your West Coast Eagles as the score goes to 5-9 in favor of Caltech. Number 21 posted up in the paint, gives it out to the corner. Number 33 guarded by Braxton Bosher. Number 5 out to number 23, takes the 2, and it's in. Ethan Delaney giving the ball out to Braxton here as he surveys the court, seeing what he can make happen. Drives inside, up, and a shooting foul, I believe that was number 11. No, my mistake, number 33.
Foul number 33, Pablo Giannis. First personal foul,
As we see David, the 6'2 senior, coming on, along with your number 41, Austin Pace, the 6-foot sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona. Number 30, Lance Fig, the freshman, has had a decent amount of playing time so far this season. Has really started to impress Coach Sisson, trying to really make his mark on the team here. Braxton Bosher converts the first to 2.
One highlight of the Eagles is their star players are really good at free throws. We'll see if the game comes down to free throws. Braxton makes both free throws, and he gets back on defense.
Right, those free throws can really make or break a game. Your ability to get to the line is very valuable because those are free shots, uncontested. Gives your team not only a chance to breathe, but 3 points, man, they add up, especially if you get into the bonus. As we see yet again, 2 more shots from the charity stripe. These for number 33, Christos Palgianis, the 6'6 freshman out of Greece. First shot is a no-go. We'll see. We'll try his luck here on the second one. He gets the second free throw to fall, making him 50% from the line so far to start the game. Goes straight to on defense against Braxton. Braxton puts a nice little move there, trying to create some space. Braxton with the mid-range jumper, no good. Difficult shot there, almost had it though. Pushing the pace for Caltech. Great play there by Wesley Carnes to break up the pass into the corner. It does create a Caltech possession, but still could have been very dangerous there from Caltech, as they might have had a man open in the corner for a 3. Could have busted this game wide open. As we have a little bit of some shot clock trouble here, getting this shot clock ready for us to restart play. 23 finds the ball on the inbound. Out back to number 4, guarded by Lance Fig. 23 in the paint. Fouled on the shot. Lots of contact there in the paint. 2 players there guarding him, trying to keep him from doing what he could, but it does eventually result in a foul.
Foul number 3, Delaney. Going to the line for the Beavers, number 23, Riley Wood.
and that makes him 1 for 2. Lance Fig bringing the ball down the court. Braxton Brosher taking a break. Number 21 here. The three, in and out. Man, that lid is very persistent. Will not come off. Number 21, Andrew, guarded by Ethan Delaney here. Number 23, guarded by Wesley Carnes. A little bit of a reset from here from Caltech. And a mid-ranger, no good. But we do have a foul here. It's against Caltech. And here we have a media timeout. Number 13 for Caltech, Matt Contour, the 6'4" freshman out of New York, is going to find his way into the game here in a moment. So far this game, we have a relatively low-scoring game, Jonathan. Do you have any thoughts on that so far? So we're only seeing a 7-13 lead by the Beavers. A total of 20 points. We're about halfway through the first half here.
Well, both teams have been attacking the ball. It's just not falling for the Eagles right now. We'll see if they can get some more shots to fall. They've been getting to the line. That's how they've been getting most of the points. We'll see if they can keep attacking the paint and see if we can get some three-pointers to fall.
A lot of these looks have been good for West Coast thus far. Some good-looking three-pointers, good looks inside the paint. As I've mentioned multiple times, there just seems to be a lid on the basket. Somebody's going to have to check that at halftime, or hopefully here soon, so we can get this scoring going. As we come out of the media timeout here, still seeing a similar lineup for the West Coast Eagles as we had saw a moment ago. West Coast finding their way into the bonus after that foul.
Wesley Carnes has been great at free throws. This season, he goes for a second one.
Oh, easy there, Jonathan. You had me scared you were going to jinx it, but he does find the second one there. Oh, ball just about hit me right in the noggin there. Ethan Delaney making a very explosive play. I was still looking over at the free throw to see what was going on. Next thing you know, there's a basketball 2 inches away from my face. But that doesn't take away from the fact that Ethan Delaney made an excellent defensive play, obviously putting a lot of effort, a lot of energy into this team. You can see that not only in his defense, but also in his offense, too. Ethan Delaney there on defense. Mentioned he was very energetic, very, very intense. Unfortunately, maybe just a little bit too handsy there on that play.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. Checking back into the number 15, Zach Brown.
Zach Brown finding his way into the game here. Finding his way back into the game for Ethan Delaney. Maybe he was in a little bit of foul trouble there. Coach Sisson obviously does not want to risk him being out of this game that early. Maybe lost in the confusion. Number 34 right under the basket for a wide open look there. Number 30, Lance Fig, surveys, gives it out to Wesley Carnes. Finds his way over to Zach Brown, looking to see what he can do, working on number 30. Wesley Carnes with the ball again, tries to drive back inside, finds his way right into a Caltech defender. Lance Fig does end up with the ball. But we do have a shot clock issue here. I believe it's going to remain West Coast possession. Looks like our shot clock will be at 9 seconds. Not a lot of time to work with, but that doesn't mean you necessarily can't do anything with 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Eagles,
10 minutes left here in the half. Scores 9-15 in favor of the Big Beavers. Only a 6-point lead. Definitely something that can change.
Caltech playing a great zone defense. Pretty hard to penetrate that paint. We'll see if the Eagles can find a routine, get in the paint.
Wesley Carnes with a two-pointer, initially no good, throws it back up, again denied by that basket. I'm telling you, man, that lid is persistent. Number 21 driving inside, finds an open offensive player, number 34 coming inside, can't quite get it. Lots of contact there in the middle. He's a pretty big guy there, number 34, standing at 6'6" out of Short Hills, New Jersey. He was fouled on his putback by David Goet. He might find himself in some foul trouble here soon. As speaking of which, we have Ethan Delaney trying to find his way back in the game after these free throws, along with Braxton Bosher. The iconic duo, as I mentioned earlier, finding their way back in the game, seeing if they can shift some of this momentum. And immediately we see Caltech making some defensive adjustments for these two players, knowing that they are very dangerous. Number 34 going 1 for 2 from the line. Offensive rebound for Caltech into the corner. Drives inside. About to number 21 up top. So number 34 yet again in the corner. Drives inside. Bounces it out. Three-pointer. In and out again. And we have a West Coast possession there off of a Caltech offensive player. Number 22, Franco Morata, finding his way back into the game here. See if he can get himself some more minutes. He stands at 6'3", senior out of Bakersfield, seeing maybe if he can add some more height, some more dynamic playmaking here, along with Ethan Delaney and Braxton Bosher. Ethan Delaney lost the ball momentarily there, finds his way back into the baseline. Ethan Delaney back up at top at the point. A little bit of a reset. Braxton Bosher driving inside, kicks it out to Ethan, who takes a three. It's good! 12-16 now your score, and I'm so happy to see that lid taken off the basket. It's starting to frustrate me there for a moment. Three from Caltech is no good. Rebound by Ethan Delaney from the seat of his pants. Braxton Bosher trying to push pace down the court. It is deflected and out of bounds, but that does remain West Coast possession.
Great defense by the Eagles. It'll be inbounded by Braxton Bosher.
Franco lost the ball there momentarily. It does remain for West Coast possession, finding his hands into Ethan Delaney, who puts up a two, can't quite get it, but it is called out of bounds for Caltech. And a low-scoring game like this, where we see only 12-16 in favor of the Beavers, less than 30 points so far with 9 minutes left in the half. Obviously, both teams got to be playing great defense, but how much of this do you credit to maybe a slow start or maybe some players just not having their shot?
Yeah, it just hasn't fallen for the Eagles, but they're staying in it, playing some good defense and making their free throws. They should be able to make a comeback in the second half.
No doubt about that. Still a lot of time here to play in the first half as Braxton Bosher getting a rebound there. Gives it out to number 41. Finds its way around to the corner, around the horn to Ethan Delaney. Puts up a two. Fouled on the shot. Pretty hard foul there from Ethan Delaney, who also tripped up Franco on the same play. Both players appear to be fine as Ethan Delaney will try his luck there from the charity stripe. Number 2, Leo Williams will be finding his way here into the game here. The only senior on this team, obviously a leader, knows this scheme, knows this coach inside and out. He's going to try and lead this team and see what he can do. Ethan Delaney, money for the first one. See what the second one has in store. The 41, Austin Pace, 6-foot sophomore, remains in the game. He hasn't gotten a ton of playing time so far this season, but he's obviously doing what he can. Along with number 21, David, the 6'2 senior out of Wildermore, California. Haven't seen a lot of him so far. He's been playing a lot so far this game. Excited to see what's in store for him. Ethan Delaney, good on both of his free throws there. Caltech tries to get both points back there after an offensive rebound, puts it up, and they get it back there, making it 14-18. Timeout here from Coach Sisson. Obviously, he wants to go over something here. Anything here that really jumps off the page for you so far, Jonathan?
Oh, Caltech has a couple bigger guys. They're hustling underneath the basket. We'll see if the Eagles can keep up with the rebounding with the taller team. We'll see if they can keep up the hustle. But they're putting in the work. They're playing good defense. We'll see if they can come back and keep the Beavers at bay.
Yeah, and your West Coast Eagles, they are doing great defensively, trying to keep this team at bay. Those 18 points is all you need to know about their defensive play so far this game. But those offensive rebounds have been unfortunately something that West Coast has been struggling with so far this season. Obviously been a point of emphasis for Coach Sisson, as we can see him trying to coach up his team, giving them a little bit of a motivation to try and go for that extra rebound. See what changes coming out of this timeout. Coming out of the timeout, 8:16 left in the half. Eagles at 14, Beavers at 18. Close game so far, just a four-point difference. See what we can get done. Only change we're seeing here from West Coast is Zach Clay finding his way back into the game, the 6'4" sophomore, seeing what he can get done. Wesley Carnes driving inside, gets a travel there. Might have drugged that plant foot just a little bit too much, caused enough for the foul by the official on the baseline. Number 13, Matt Cantor, the forward freshman out of Bayside, New York, trying to find his way into the game, bringing the ball up the point there. Ball now in the hands of number 21, gives it out to number 34 in the corner, drives inside, can't quite get it to go. Rebound by Zach Clay, gives it to Braxton Bosher, pushing the pace up the court. Drives inside along the baseline, couldn't quite get anything. Wesley Carnes seeing what he's got. Nothing just yet. Braxton Bosher working on number 21 there. Ball finds its way to our 21, out to number 3, Ethan Delaney. Inside, up, and blocked by number 34. Common play we're seeing with number 34, Evan, the wing/forward, the 6'6" junior out of Short Hills, New Jersey, is he'll go into that corner a lot. They'll get the ball to him. He gets himself a nice little running start going, and he drives inside just like now. Kicks it back out this time. Number 4 with a 3, and it's good.
Wide open 3 for the Beavers. Braxton Bosher brings it back down the court. Dribbles right, passes out to Ethan Delaney.
3 couldn't quite go there for Ethan. The lid seems to find its way back onto the net. Should have kept my mouth shut about that one, but it is what it is. West Coast just going to keep shooting, keep taking these open looks. Eventually something will fall. Number 13 working in the paint against Wesley Carnes. Does get a foul there, but it's all right as he goes to the charity stripe for his 2 free shots.
First personal foul, 16 foul. Checking back in for the Eagles, number 35,
David Goway finding his way into the game here. Number 33, Troy Santos as well. This is the 6'5" freshman here from Lancaster, California. Seeing if he can add some height, some rebounding. Seems to be subbing in for Zach Clay to give him an extra break. Number 34, another open look under the basket off an inbound. Coach Sisson obviously has some words about that one. Want to make sure that he's covered up off those inbound passes. Not the first time we've seen him make a play coming in off an inbound. David Gowitt trying to find somebody to get the ball to. Seems to be under a little bit of trouble. And we have a 5-second violation that will change it to Caltech's ball. Lance Fig finding his way back into the game here for David Goet. Lance Fig really getting a lot of playing time here. We didn't see him a lot the first game, but here in the second, third, and even the fourth game, he's really making a statement, showing why he's on this team, what kind of plays he can make. Cross-court pass to number 2, their only senior on the team. Gives it back out to number 34, who couldn't quite get the 3 to fall. Wesley Carnes moving up the court, trying to see what he can do, working on number 34. Ball finds its way to Braxton Bosher, and we have a travel. Number 33 for Caltech, Riley Wood, finding his way back into the game. Number 33 bringing the ball down the court, guarded by Wesley Carnes. Ball to number 13, guarded by Zach Brown. Trying to work inside in the point. Nice pass. She passes up on the shot, passes it outside to the 3. Couldn't quite get it, but the rebound goes to Lance Fig, who dishes it out to Braxton. Working on number 21 here. Gives it out to the corner, Wesley Carnes. Just a little long on his 3 shot. Ball finds its way to Zach Brown at the top of the point. Braxton Bosher directing traffic, seeing what he can get done. Decides to shoot a 3. Not quite. Close, but no cigar. Ball saved by your West Coast Eagles. Given out to Wesley Carnes. Not on quite the same page as Zach Brown, as he looked like he was going to shoot the 3. Went for the pass to the paint where Zach Brown was open, but the ball just wasn't. Ball got there before Zach Brown was ready for it. Number 33 working on Wesley Carnes here, see what he can get done. Wesley Carnes with some excellent defense, pokes the ball free, keeps the pressure up. Double from Ethan Delaney, and he gets the ball away in a panic. But it does result in a layup by number 30 from Caltech to improve the score to 25, leading your Eagles 14-25. 4 minutes left in this half. Braxton Bosher to the corner. Lance Fig works inside, gives it back out to Zach Brown. Shoots a 3, not quite there. Rebounded by Ethan Delaney. That will chalk up as an offensive rebound for him. Braxton Bosher working on number 30 here. Drives inside. Difficult shot, and he gets the foul! An excellent shot there from Braxton Bosher, fading away off the backboard and in.
Excellent offense by Braxton Bosher. Takes it to the rim. He'll shoot 1. We'll see if he can make this and make it a closer game. They're only down 9. They can get 1 point closer right here.
See if he can complete that 3-point play here. Free throw coming. And that 3-pointer is good. Wesley Carnes trying for some full court pressure. They do beat it, giving it back out to Caltech's number 24. He's working on Zach Brown here. There's Wesley Carnes defending number 33. They give it to the paint, guarded by Ethan Delaney. 15 seconds on the shot clock here. Wesley Carnes with some great defense on number 24, forcing a timeout from Caltech. Great timeout there. Really just decided to change the pace here, see if he can make some adjustments.
Great pressure by the Eagles, forced a timeout by Caltech. We'll see if they can rally back and get the ball back and score some more points. Make this a closer game in come halftime.
We'll see what adjustments both sides make. We've seen 1 timeout from Coach Sisson and 1 timeout from Caltech. We'll see which side comes out on top here. 17-25, a score of 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this half. coming out of this timeout here. West Coast keeping the same lineup. Not much of a change from Caltech either. Looks like we just needed to go over some plays, go over some dynamics of the game thus far. Caltech inbounds, back to number 21, working on Braxton Bosher. Pass to the paint, couldn't quite connect, and that results in an Eagles possession. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left here. Braxton Bosher bringing it down the paint, works inside. Ethan Delaney tries to go up, and a foul. Seems to be a shooting foul, not sure on who, but it will be for Ethan Delaney. 2 shots from the charity stripe. Turns out to be number 33, Palko Giannis, the 6'6" freshman. Again, as I mentioned, from Greece. Quite a distance to travel from Greece to California, but I'm telling you, it seems like he's doing just fine thus far. Ethan Delaney couldn't quite get the first one to convert. Try his luck on the second.
Ethan Delaney goes for a second free throw, and he knocks it down. The Eagles are still on full court pressure, trying to get the ball back right here.
Ethan Delaney with some great defense, really just trying to make a play. Almost had a steal there for a moment. Might have had a foot out of bounds as he jumped to save the ball. Number 13 for Caltech, finding his way into the game, Matt Cantor, the 6'4" freshman out of Bayside, New York. Number 21 with the inbound, gives it to number 13, working inside. And we have a foul. Shooting foul. Number 13. Number 15, I apologize. Zach Brown on the foul. That puts the Beavers in bonus. Eagles sitting right now in double bonus. See if they can use that to their advantage, maybe shorten this deficit. First free throw here is good. No issue there. We'll see what that remains on the second. And he's 2 for 2 from the line there. Braxton Bosher bringing the ball down the court. Out to the corner, Wesley Clarence lets it fly, and he gets it! 3 points, making your score 21-27.
Great three-point shot by Wesley Carnes. He knocks down his first. Been struggling a little bit, but he knocked one down. That should boost his confidence to start scoring a little more.
Caltech with a three-point shot in and out. Can't quite get it. Those are the shots that West Coast have been taking all day so far. Just not quite getting them to fall. Ethan Delaney drives inside, tries to get the ball out, but it appears to be a foul on Ethan Delaney. He was swarmed there by Caltech defenders. I think I counted 4 bodies on him. Couldn't quite get the play made. They eventually called a foul. Wesley Clarence really committing to full court defense here, seeing what he can get done. Ethan Delaney working on number 13, seeing what defense he has in store. Great defense here from West Coast. Really no open looks that they're allowing right now. Number 4 drives inside, takes a mid-range shot. No good. Number 34 with the offensive rebound. Ethan Delaney guarding number 21. Trying to poke that ball out, which Braxton Bosher does. Fast break. He's up, and it's down! What a play by Braxton Bosher.
What a dunk by Braxton Bosher, the steal and the flush. Great job, Braxton Bosher, with the 2-hand slam.
Really invigorates this crowd. They're ready to see some plays. Poked away by Wesley Clarence. Great play there. Looks like like Caltech was a little bit complacent there for a moment. Wesley Clarence taking advantage of it, making sure that they're not going to get too comfortable sitting on our side of the court.
Seeing a lot of subs in and out from Caltech, keeping their guys fresh.
Lance Fig, the freshman on defense there, does get a foul. It's going to be 2 shots for number 4.
First personal foul, for the Beavers, number 4, Noah Hicks. 1 shot.
David Goa finding his way into the game for Lance Fig. He does seem a little down after that foul, but with the way he's been playing these past few games, there's no doubt in my mind he's going to find his way back in it.
We have a great crowd tonight. We're getting ready to go on Thanksgiving break tomorrow, but it's a great crowd right before Thanksgiving break coming out to support their West Coast Eagles. Braxton Bosher brings the ball down. Wesley Carnes fakes, takes the 3, no good.
Number 34 working inside. Finds his way to number 21 in the post. David Goet making a play. Swatting that ball away. It goes a little bit by number 21. It seemed to be bobbled, couldn't quite handle the pass. David Goet slapped that ball away, said, "No, sir, not in my house." And it does result in West Coast possession. Great effort there. In fact, a foul, which is going to result in 2 shots since the Eagles are in double bonus, a minute left in the half.
David Goet's first attempt at points. We'll see if he can knock one down.
And he does. That's 1 for 2 thus far. See what the second shot has in store. Looks as though West Coast will be bringing some pressure after the shot. Oh, and no shot there called. Violation on Zach Brown. It was good, so he would have been 2 for 2. Got some full court defense here from West Coast. Caltech tries to beat it, and they do, but the ball's stolen by Wesley, who brings it back up the court. Drives inside, up, and no good. Wesley Carnes taking a lot of good looks. He's just so unlucky so far this game. David Goet really giving it his all on defense thus far. The entire team moving, changing, transitioning quickly. Braxton Bosher with a steal again. He's not going to go up this time with a reverse layup. Oh, so clean. He saw number 21 coming down the court, knew there was no chance for him to slam it down, but still almost putting a really nice looking reverse layup there. But what the Beavers come back with their very own 3-pointer. Braxton Bosher needing to take his breath, catch his breath here. Ethan Delaney running point. We have 20 seconds left in the half. No doubt in my mind that they're going to, no shot clock, going to run it down for one last possession to try and run this score from a 6-point lead to maybe a 4 or 3-point lead. Braxton Bosher with the ball, drives inside, gets it up, no good. 2-1-0, shot from number 4, no good. That brings us to the end of the half. Your West Coast Eagles at 27, your Caltech sitting at 33. 6-point difference here. We'll see you back for the second half.
weighing in at 21 pounds, Greek yogurt is this particular heavyweight's favorite, Riley Hanna! And finally tonight, weighing in at 22 pounds, and they just like to eat everything inside, we've got Ella! Alright, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to have one parent line up with their baby on the baseline, another parent line up down here close to the half-court line. I think that's how far we're going, is that correct? Half-court line. And when I say go, these babies are going to have a roll off to their parents. Eagle fans, are you ready? Parents, are you guys ready? Maybe, kind of. Okay, here we go. Our heavyweights. Oh, wow, we got one already ready to go. Hold up. False start. We got a 5-yard penalty on the carries here. Here we go. On your marks. Get set. Crawl. All right, we've got the carry going the opposite direction. Liberty is following suit. Alex is trying to figure out where she's going. Here we go. We've got Ryan trying to figure it out over there. We've got them going the wrong direction. We've got parents calling
Welcome back for the second half of your West Coast Eagles here in the hangar against the Caltech Beavers. So far, a very defensive game, not very high scoring, just sitting 26-33 for just joining us here for the second half. Lots of defense, not a lot of scoring, not due to a lack of open looks though, as West Coast really is taking good shots, just nothing really seems to be falling. Any thoughts on the first half? Any adjustments that might change this game, Jonathan?
Well, West Coast turned up the pressure on defense. It's only a 7-point game, 33-26. Had a good contribution from everybody. Ethan Delaney, David Goaway, Wesley Carnes. We're hitting our free throws. We're playing up hard on defense. We need to put our nose down, try to hit some more threes, hope that the can will open them for us, and just keep playing hard basketball. And we might come out with the win tonight.
Yeah, you got to keep your eyes off the scoreboard, because if you really start thinking about those points, stop focusing on what you're doing, then you can really lose sight of the game. No doubt in my mind that there have been lots of adjustments on both sides, as the scoring just really has not been there all game. I'm trying to maybe see if we need to change the kind of looks that we're getting, maybe see if we can create more of the same looks that we have, maybe change the player that's shooting. But no doubt in my mind that we're going to see a lot of the same thing, with lots of defense, lots of gritty plays, lots of fouls in order to try and keep each team on top. Saw a lot in the first half. West Coast made a lot of hustle plays on defense, especially where we saw a lot of loose balls, a lot of trying to go for a steal, poking the ball away, and creating lots and lots of open looks for West Coast. Here as we are about to start the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second half. Our score, Beavers 33, Eagles 26.
And we start off with Caltech basketball. Number 2, Leo Williams, taking on the point roll here to start the half. Number 23 working on Ethan Delaney. Passes it out to the 3. Number 4 with the 3. Starts the half off right for him, drilling a three-pointer. Braxton Bosher bringing it down to the opposite end. Finds his way to Ethan Delaney. Tries along the inside just a little bit. Finds his way to Zach Brown, working the point. Blocked by number 34, bounced out to Leo Williams. Brings the ball down the court. And stripped away. Grabbed by Leo Williams, who bounces it back outside. Takes an open 3 in the corner and drills it. Hot start here for Caltech to start the half. See what West Coast can counter with. Ethan Delaney driving inside, tries to bounce it back outside. Zach Brown not quite ready for it. Results in a turnover.
Austin Hayes, number 21, David Adelaide.
Never mind, the ball went off the Caltech defender apparently. It results in a retention of possession by West Coast. Wesley Carnes working on number 4 here. Kicks it out to number 21. Wesley Carnes gives it to Zach Brown. Back out to Carnes. Finds his way to Goeth, who works his way inside for a way layup. And we get a defensive foul. 2 shots coming up here for David Goeth.
David Goaway goes for 2 free throws. We're getting to the line again. We'll see if we can hit some free throws and get the game closer. 13-point game. Caltech comes out strong with 2 3-pointers, and David Goaway hits the first.
Number 21, David Adelet, the 6'2 senior from Wildomore, finding his way into the game, along with number 41, Austin Pace, a 6-foot sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona, also getting some playing time here. And that's 2 for 2 here from the line. Starting it off right there, seeing if maybe they can. Oh! And we might have had some contact there by 2 players not involved in the play. But again, lots of hustle from West Coast. We saw some full court defense there. Wesley Carnes almost with the steal. Might have just had 1 foot out of bounds as he tried to save that ball. Caltech here with an inbound. Keeping the full court defense here. Number 34 having to come back and save the ball. Number 4 bringing it down the court. Guarded by Wesley Carnes, number 12. Poked away by number 41, Austin Pace. Wesley Carnes on defense again, David Goe. Back out to number 2, Leo Williams. Puts a nice move on him, takes the 3, and it's good. A nice move on there, put a nice move on him, lost his defender, and put up a nice 3 to capitalize. Makes the score 28-42, 18 minutes left in the half. David Goe swings it out to the corner. Shot by Wesley Carnes, not quite there. Oh, David Goe trying to make a play. Trying to make a great play. Just about had it as he was trying to get a steal there. Came over to the scorer's bench as his momentum took him out of bounds there. Full court defense continues on. Obviously, West Coast finding some success here in the pressure. David Goe on number 4 trying to keep this going. And he forces a ill-advised pass. It goes out of bounds, but it does go off David Goe here, so it's going to remain Caltech possession. Number 21 with the inbound. Gives it out to number 23, guarded by Austin Pace. Number 21, David Outlet. Number 34 spinning inside, bounces it back outside, and a charging foul by Austin Pace. Really a great selfless play there. Charging foul really just is the epitome of a selfless foul right there. Willing to put your body on the line in order for the team to succeed.
Zach Brown passes into Wesley Carnes. Wesley Carnes brings the ball off the court. Dribbles right. Passes number 21. David Goe takes a shot off the backboard.
Just a little long there from David Goe. Again, a great look, as we've seen, a common theme here from West Coast. Just can't quite get it going. Caltech putting up a 2, but it does get a foul along with a conversion, so we do see a potential three-point play. Foul goes on number 21, David Adelet. We'll see number 23 of Caltech, Riley Wood, take 2 free throws here.
Number 23, Riley Wood.
Zach Clay finding his way into the game for Zach Brown. Add some more height into this offense and defense. See if we can improve maybe some rebounding and defense as well. 3-point play isn't no good. Rebounded by Austin Pace. Gives it out to David Goe, who seems to be running the point at the moment. Wesley Carnes driving inside. Decides to pull up. Austin gives it out to Austin Pace. Surveys. Looking. Deflected pass. David Goe giving it all he could. And David Goe decides not to let that ball go out. Throws it back into a Caltech defender. Goes out anyways, resulting in a West Coast possession.
Great heads-up play by David Goe. Wesley Carnes will inbound the ball.
Wesley Carnes finds his way to Austin Pace, who gives it right back to him. Gives it to Ethan Delaney, who just subbed in on the previous play, along with Lance Figg. Finding his way all the way back to Lance Figg. Ethan Delaney with the 2. Not quite there. Had to throw something up as the shot clock was ending. Offensive rebound. Wesley Carnes just a little short on that 3-point. Can't quite find the stroke from outside the line. Seems to be a common theme for West Coast this game. Foul on West Coast here. Ethan Delaney gets caught for a pushing foul, and it will result in a Caltech inbound pass here from the baseline. Number 4, serving with a little bit of a head fake there. Ethan Delaney on defense in the corner. And a pass deflected by Caltech results in West Coast possession.
Out of bounds by Caltech. Eagles basketball.
As we adjust our game clock here and our shot clock, making sure everything is adjusted correctly. Wesley Carnes will be the one bringing the ball up the court here, working on number 4. Gets it out to the corner. David Goe, seeing what he can get done. Lance Fig again with the ball. A little bit of a head fake. Wesley Carnes gives it out to Austin Pace with a 3. No hesitation there from the 6-foot sophomore out of Phoenix, letting it fly. Again with some very intense defense. Number 30 guarding number 2 there. Austin Pace guarding in the corner with some help from David Goet. Decides to rotate out, goes back in, throws it outside to Leo Williams. Throws it up, can't quite get it to go from the 3-point line. Air ball from a 3-point line. Lots of offensive rebounding from Caltech. West Coast just can't quite seem to get one. 6 seconds on the shot clock here. 23. He's going to have to put something up, and he does, and it's no good.
Great defense by the Eagles to get that possession back. They didn't get all the rebounds. Ethan Delaney!
Ethan
it coast to coast.
Going coast to coast for a potential 3-point play, and one from him. Great play there. The lane opened up, and he exploded on through. No hesitation.
Great hustle by Ethan Delaney, and he's earned a free throw. It's an 11-point game right now, but great defense by the Eagles. We'll see if Ethan Delaney can knock down this free throw.
Ethan Delaney for his first shot from the line. I'm mistaken, his only shot and first shot. That completes the 3-point play, bringing the score 33-44 in favor of Caltech. Number 4 up top, surveying, guarded by Austin Pace. Kicks it out to the corner. Back to number 4, all the way around the horn. Back inside. And we have a travel on number 34. He's been very involved for Caltech so far, both offensively and defensively. Obviously one of their points of emphasis, something they want to improve upon.
Great defense by Ethan Delaney. Shut him down and cause a travel. Ethan Delaney brings the ball up.
Drives inside, kicks it out to Austin Pace. Finds the way to Lance Fig. Back out to Austin Pace. Takes a 3. Just a little short there. Can't blame him for trying to shoot after that clean 3 he had earlier. Number 34 shooting with 3 here. Little long. Number 13 attempt at an offensive rebound denied by West Coast. Wesley Carnes finds his way to Lance Fig. Gives it to David Goe. Drives inside. Pulls up. No good. Caltech coming the other way, guarded by Austin Pace. And he gets a 2. A little bit of a head fake, puts Austin Pace out of the way. Along with a timeout by your West Coast Eagles, trying to stop some momentum here. Don't want to get this game too far out of hand before having to make some more changes. Anything in this last bit we saw, obviously Caltech went on one heck of a run to start the game. A few threes, really starting to put this game, some would say, out of question. What are your thoughts on that, Jonathan?
Oh, there's plenty of time. They have 13 minutes. Caltech seems to go on a run. West Coast comes back. We'll see if West Coast can play some good defense, get some steals, and make this game a little closer so we can go for the win.
West Coast defense has really been playing really well, keeping the pressure up, keeping that full court presence there. There has been a little bit some rebounding trouble as we saw in the one possession, although it did not result in any points for Caltech. there was still a lot of shots that were taken by Caltech due to a lack of rebounding. But we'll see if that changes here after this timeout. Maybe we'll see a change in play style from West Coast or Caltech, trying to keep either side on their toes. Number 24 for West Coast, finding his way into the game, Keith Preston, the 5'10 sophomore out of Lubbock, Texas. Other than that change, West Coast comes onto the floor the same way they came out. The score being 34-46 with 14 minutes left in the second half, I apologize. Ethan Delaney driving inside, gets a foul, and he will shoot 2 from the free throw. This one being on number 4, Noah Hicks of Caltech, the 6'2 sophomore out of Oxford, Georgia.
Dual target for the Eagles, number 3, Ethan Delaney. 2 shots.
Coach Sisson giving some advice to Keith Preston after his fresh sub, seeing if maybe he's the one that they need to make some changes. Ethan Delaney, no good on the first shot. We'll see what the second one has in store. And 0 for 2 from Ethan Delaney there. David Goe trying to make a play there after the rebound. Found himself on the floor, but not due to a lack of effort. 33, going up and over a West Coast defender there. Finds his way to the line for a potential 3-point lay. That was on number 24, the fresh sub, Keith Preston. And a timeout for West Coast. See what adjustments need to be made here. Obviously, whatever Coach Sisson had said in the first timeout, he needs to either emphasize again or change. Any thoughts on what might change or spark this West Coast offense?
Well, they gotta keep up the good defense. The Caltech's putting their head down and going to the basket. West Coast needs to put their head down and go to the basket, exchange some free throws, try to get some more points on the board and get some open looks. Try to get some baskets to drop for them, and we'll be back in this game.
And they always say good defense results in good offense. You can't win championships, you can't win games without good defense. West Coast obviously trying to get that good defense down. If that defense starts coming around, the offense will come too. Few changes here for West Coast. Number 22, Franco Morata, the 6'3 senior, finding his way into the game. At the moment, that seems to be the only change that has been made. Coming back, Caltech will take 2 free throws, see if they can extend their lead. At the moment, it is 34-48 in favor of the Beavers. Potentially could see a 34-50 score here in a moment. Number 33 with his first shot. That makes it 49-34. Ethan Delaney coming down the court. Working on number 33. Kicks it out to the corner. Finds his way to Austin Pace. Back out to Ethan Delaney. Back at the top of the point. Takes a 3. And it's good off the backboard. And that did turn out to be a 2. Might have had a foot on the line there. Austin Pace defending number 33. They switch. Franco now giving his effort there. Number 4 surveying, directing traffic, gives it to the post. Number 13 working on number 41. Austin Pace spins, tries to put it up. Great physical defense there from Ethan Delaney and Austin Pace. And it results in West Coast possession. We have a sub, Wesley Clarence finding his way into the game for Franco. Ethan Delaney bringing the ball back up the court, taking over the point guard responsibilities from Braxton Bosher. Kicks it out to Austin Pace, who finds his way to Wesley Clarence. Back out to David Allet. Ethan Delaney puts it in and fouled on the shot. That'll be 2 more shots from the line for Ethan Delaney.
Good job by Ethan Delaney to sell that foul and get back to the line for a chance at 2 right here.
He does seem to be looking for a foul, but you can't blame him. Charity stripe shots, they are free opportunities. You can't pass up on them, as he does miss his first one. Seems to be struggling from the line so far. Can't quite find his rhythm. No doubt in my mind, if he keeps finding his way on the line, he will eventually get it. Oh, and that second shot just does not quite fall, making him 0 for 4 so far this half. Wesley Clarence working on number 33. Number 33 takes a shot short, but it is rebounded by number 33 on his own shot right off the front of the rim, right back to him. Number 24 gives it to number 4. Open look, and he misses it. Austin Pace bringing the ball down the court, pushes up to Ethan Delaney, pushes it up to number 24, back out to Austin Pace. Number 3, Ethan Delaney working on number 33 there, loses the ball in the court. And we have a West Coast possession here from the baseline. Not sure what was called there. Ethan Delaney did fall on the ball on the baseline. I thought they might get him for being out of bounds, but he did kick the ball out to the corner as soon as he could. West Coast making a few changes, notably Zach Clay finding his way into the game here. They give the ball to Keith Preston, who gives the ball out to number 21, David Allet. He gives it to Ethan Delaney, who works on number 21, puts up the 2 and in.
Ethan Delaney puts his head down and gets the basket. It's exactly what they need to do to get back in this game.
And an offensive rebound here by Caltech, but it's stripped away by West Coast. Zach Clay pausing for a second, maybe trying to slow down this tempo. David Outlet running the point here, probably waiting on Ethan Delaney, and he is. Gives it back out to him, who takes a 3, and it's good! Ethan Delaney on a tear. That's two 3-pointers, a layup. Really deciding that he's going to take this game into his own hands, put the team on his back, and see what he can get done. Keith Peterson working defense in the point, gets some help from Ethan Delaney, and it's blocked! Pushes up the court to Wesley Clarence, working on number 3, and they get him for a travel. Score with 10 minutes left. We're sitting at 41-49. Obviously, a little bit of a dent has been made here by your West Coast Eagles.
It's back to an 8-point lead, 49-41. Beavers in the lead, but great defense turning into great offense as expected. Great defense by Wesley Carnes, not giving them anything.
And the pressure continues on. An ill-advised pass finds its way out of bounds, resulting in West Coast possession, really changing the whole complexion of the game. The momentum has swung all the way over to West Coast side. Ethan Delaney getting a little bit of a double team action, gives it out to Keith Peterson. A little short on the 3, rebounded by Zach Clay, who was fouled on the putback. That'll be 2 points, 2 shots for a potential 2 points from Zach Clay.
Zach Clay gets his first chance at points right here. It's really important that everybody on the team contributes. We'll see if Zach Clay can contribute to mounting a comeback against the Beavers.
Zach Clay is standing at 6'4". He may not be the most prolific scorer, but he makes his presence known in the paint. Whether it's by defense, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, he gets an offensive rebound, no hesitation to put it back up. Just couldn't quite get the two to fall, but that was due to the foul. And he goes 2 for 2 from the point, from the line. I mean, full court defense continued on by Caltech by West Coast. Double team on number 13, in some trouble. Everybody coming to his aid. And an open look. Zach Clay up for it, and he fouls him. That was a really good adjustment there by Zach Clay as they gave it to number 20. They gave it to number 23. He was wide open on the three-point line, drove inside, but Zach Clay, no hesitation, rotated over to meet him.
West Coast found themselves 4-on-1 again, and that left an open man, but Zach Clay didn't let him have a free shot. Made him work for it. Good job, Zach Clay.
And the crowd really making their presence known here on these free throws. No doubt in my mind that they sense a comeback brewing, and they want to make every point count. As he missed his free throw, he's going to try again for the second attempt. And it's good. Only 1 for 2 there, though. Makes the score 43-50. Ethan Delaney bringing the ball down the court. Drives inside. A little bit of a head fake. Gives it out to Wesley Carnes. Finds his way back to Ethan Delaney. Drives inside. Up and in! Ethan Delaney!
Once again, Ethan Delaney attacking the basket just as
And
they
a steal!
should.
A steal, but it does find its way back into West Coast. And an easy layup since West Coast was all on the offensive side trying to create a turnover, which they did. Just couldn't quite get it. And a travel called there on Keith Preston. Coach Sisson giving his statement, making sure that his presence is known on that call. Full court defense continued by West Coast. Ball finds its way back to number 13. They get onto their offensive side of the court, looking to see what they can get done. The crowd deciding to get back into this game here. And an offensive foul! Looks like we had a charge there. And that was done by Ethan Delaney, really becoming a big playmaker here. Braxton Bosher hasn't really been in the game very much recently, but Ethan Delaney, no doubt in my mind that he is filling those shoes. David Gowe finding his way into the game for Keith Preston. And a timeout. 45-52, 9 minutes left in this game so far. There's a comeback brewing here in the hangar. We will see if this will come to fruition or not here in the next few minutes of this game. No doubt in my mind that the momentum has shifted on over to West Coast. You see lots of full court pressure, lots of full court defense, causing lots of mistakes, confusion here from Caltech. Any thoughts on that so far?
It's definitely been great defense by West Coast. We'll see if they can keep it up, turn into steals, and turn into points to see if we can mount a comeback and get a win tonight.
We'll see what's in store after this timeout. Coach Sisson giving some animated instructions to his team, making sure that they're understanding and all on the same page whenever we come out of this timeout. Coming out of this timeout, it will be West Coast possession. Looks like the ball might be carried up by Wesley Carnes. Decides to give it right back to Ethan. No doubt in my mind that he's going to try and make a play here. Gives out to Wesley Carnes, who shoots a three. Oh, no good there. That's all right, though. Becomes Caltech possession. Seeing a lack of full court pressure that we've been seeing so far this game. Zach Clay, defending number 13, who gives it out to Leo Williams, makes a move inside. Back out to number 13, guarded by Zach Clay. Trying to find a way, running into a brick wall known as Zach Clay. There's no holes in that defense. David Goe trying to push it upfield. Couldn't quite get it, and it results in a turnover by number 21. And there's Ethan Delaney working on number 23, trying to keep him out of the paint.
Crowd really getting into it, cheering on the Eagles. Number 4 goes for a shot and misses. Offensive rebound. Toss up.
Jump ball. And that will result in a West Coast possession. We saw Caltech try to shoot over the brick wall known as Zach Clay. Couldn't quite get it to go. We did see an offensive rebound, although, and it did result in a jump ball as we see David Goe came out of nowhere making a play. Great effort there by David Goe. And a timeout called by Caltech. Obviously something is happening here that they don't like to see on the coach's bench, and they're trying desperately to make some adjustments. What adjustments are you making here as Caltech if you want to keep West Coast from doing what they're doing?
Well, Caltech's doing a great job driving the ball, getting rebounds, keeping the possession. If they can keep the possession, they can win. But we want to see Eagles come back. So we'd love to see Eagles put their heads down, get to the basket, and make some free throws, get this game close so we can get a win tonight.
As we mentioned at the beginning of this game, the ever-elusive first win for West Coast is still out there. Could this be the night that they get it? We'll find out here in just under 8 minutes. West Coast sitting at 45, Caltech sitting at 52. This is very much a manageable lead here that they can cut down bit by bit. No doubt in my mind, that's the intention here. This momentum has, as I said, shifted all the way to West Coast side. It doesn't seem to be going over to Caltech anytime soon. Looking down on the West Coast bench, I do see Braxton Bosher walking tenderly with a ice pack. It seems he might have picked up an injury in that first half. I don't remember seeing him get taken out, but obviously that is a huge blow for West Coast. It does put a lot of the load on Ethan Delaney's shoulders. As we mentioned earlier, they were kind of the duo that was sparking a lot of this offense. It's going to be on Ethan now to carry this offense as he carries it up the court. Gets a little bit of a double team presence, decides to kick it out to the corner. David Goe's three just a little long. Ethan Delaney reaches in, tries to get a block. Tries to get a steal up, my apologies. David Adelette on defense there against number 34. They kick it out to number 4. Guarded by Wesley Carnes, who almost gets a steal. Poked the ball away there briefly. Zach Clay, the brick wall, up against number 21. Shoots a three, no good. Zach Clay letting his defensive presence known. They've been shooting against him, and they have not been scoring. Ball finds its way to the three-point line. No good. Zach Clay goes for a rebound, but it seems as though he is called for a foul. He's just a little bit aggressive there on the rebound, but you can't blame him. He's trying to make a play. He's trying to make his presence known, not only on the defensive side, but the offensive side as well. Crowd getting back into it, trying to invigorate this defense. Foul by West Coast, number 42, pushing.
Foul number 42.
And with that foul, that will bring in Zach Brown in order to keep Zach in this game. We don't want to see Zach Clay quite foul out. We do know that his presence is needed. Zach Brown will be filling in the role. No doubt in my mind he's going to be able to do it. And a pass through the hands of number 23. That results in West Coast possession.
Miscommunication by Caltech. Eagles basketball. Ethan Delaney brings up the ball. David Goe has the ball now.
Gives it out to Wesley Carnes. Finds his way back over to Ethan Delaney, who puts up a layup. A little bit of a reverse back to the rim. Finds a way to get it in. And great defense there by Ethan Delaney. You can see him getting pumped up after that missed play by number 21 of Caltech.
Good play by Ethan Delaney on both sides. It's amazing to see the hustle. He's putting his head down, getting to the basket. He's getting the rebounds. He's playing great defense. Definitely the best player on the floor for the Eagles right now.
Yeah, he's really putting this team on his back. As he kicks it out to the corner for a three. And he picks up an assist as well from David Adelaide, the 6'2 senior. Decides to hook up with his fellow senior, Ethan Delaney, for a pass and shoot, bringing the score 50-52 here in the hangar. A three from number 34, and it's good. And a timeout by Caltech. Well, before that most recent three, lots of momentum shifts. As you said, it was coming a lot from Ethan Delaney. You gotta imagine they're gonna trust him seeming to have the hot hand not only on offense but defense as well. Are there any plans to involve other players, or are you just going to continue to go with Ethan?
I think Ethan puts his head down, keeps the team together. There's a great amount of passing. That's what led to the three. We just need to keep the momentum. If we can keep the momentum, score points, and keep the momentum on defense, that's how we'll get this one tonight.
50-55 here with just under 6 minutes left. Ethan Delaney absolutely taking over this game so far. He's finding ways to get his teammates open. In some cases, getting a double team action here at least just about everywhere on the court. Now that I'm thinking about it, you see him whenever he's up at the top of the point. He's got two people defending him. Whenever he does get inside, there are at least 3 to 4 bodies on this man. They know what kind of threat he holds and how quickly he can change this game. We see here the entire crowd is excited to see what continues on. Even the West Coast Eagle hitting a gritty.
Head coach
and he continues on with the gritty.
Head coach for the Eagles, John Sisson, making great adjustments to bring the Eagles back to a 5-point deficit. We'll see if the Eagles can get closer and get this victory tonight.
Coming out of that timeout, we do see a West Coast possession here. Ethan Delaney will be bringing the ball up the court. No changes here from West Coast, keeping the same men on the court here. Ethan Delaney working at the top, working his way in, decides to give it to Wesley Carnes, kicks it out to David Goe. Back out to Wesley Carnes. And David Goe shoots, and it's in for 3! Some full court pressure here from West Coast, trying to create a mistake by Caltech. They cook it out to the corner, open look, and it's good. West Coast and Caltech trading threes here. Bringing the ball back up the court is Ethan Delaney. Wesley Carnes shooting a quick three, and it's good! Back-to-back-to-back threes for each team here, really trading it.
That's what you call a clutch three right there. Wesley Carnes for 3, bringing it to 2 points, 58-56. 2-point deficit, playing hard defense. Let's get the ball back.
And a three from Caltech, no good. And an offensive foul. Too aggressive on the rebound. We saw Zach Clay get one of those earlier, but this time it's on Caltech. Ethan Delaney really knows what's going on here. The momentum is 100% on West Coast side still. We saw maybe a little bit of a change there after those threes, but even now, the West Coast is in the bonus. And now it's going to be David Adelaide taking the free throws here after that foul.
David Adelaide can tie it up right now. I can't even believe I'm saying that, but Eagles can tie it right now with these 2 free throws.
And the first one is good. One more shot and we'll be back even again ever since the beginning of this game. West Coast has not been leading very much in this game, but there is a potential here. You can feel it in the crowd. And it's good, and the crowd erupts as the game is now tied. Clutch shots from the 6'2 senior. And a loose ball. No, and it comes out to David Goe. He puts it up, and a foul! Full court defense, pressure, intensity is really resulting in a complete change in this game.
This crowd is really feeling it tonight. We have a 58 game. David Galway can give the Eagles the lead right here with these free throws.
We've seen it multiple times. This full court defense creates some angst amongst Caltech, whether it's in their passing or their ability to receive these passes. The pressure is just not something they're able to deal with right now. David Galway here with this first of two. No good on the first one, but he does have a second here to take the lead. Number 24 for Caltech, finding his way into the game, James Downs, the 6'2 junior out of Huntington Beach, California. No good on both shots there. It's all right, though. That momentum is still with West Coast. It does result in Caltech possession, and it looks as though West Coast is ready to start this full court pressure yet again. He's looking for somebody to give the ball to. Number 34 now, giving it back to number 4. Got to be risking a backcourt violation. And he finds his way to number 23, kicks it out to the corner. And a blocking foul by West Coast. That will go ahead and give Caltech some free throws here, pair, as they find their way into the bonus as well. This could give them the lead back, hopefully, as I'm sure their bench is hoping for the last time. Number 23 here, Riley Wood, the man who just subbed in. Takes it and misses. It's still tied at 58 here with 4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Ethan Delaney working on number 23. Surveying, seeing what he can get done. Working. David Galway lets it fly from the corner, off the backboard and not quite in. Offensive rebound by Ethan Delaney. Shooting foul.
Ethan Delaney goes to the line, can give the Eagles the lead. Can the Eagles get the lead? They haven't had the lead this season, but they can get it right here and mount a win tonight. Let's go Eagles. Let's go Eagles.
As Jonathan mentioned earlier this game, Ethan Delaney all over the court, offensively, defensively, everywhere. Here he is with an offensive rebound and a chance to take the lead, as he does on his first free throw. And here he goes for the second one. See if he can make this score 60-58. And it bounces out around and no good. But David Galway with the play, goes for the offensive rebound, bounces it off a Caltech defender. It remains West Coast possession.
Great play by David Galway. The hustle is impressive.
The inbound here from Wesley Clarence finds his way to Ethan Delaney, tries to put it up, no good. Full court pressure continued on. Ethan Delaney tracking back, trying to keep this team in it, trying to keep his free throw as the deciding factor in this game. Number 4, surveying, directing traffic at the top of the point. Ethan Delaney waiting for him. Wesley Clarence now defending number 33. Gives it out to Leo Williams, out to number 34 in the corner, and it's in! 59-61 now is the score. 2-point lead by Caltech here. See what your West Coast Eagles have him score here. And a hustle play by Caltech. A foul on David Galway will result in Caltech possession. Not really what you want to see there, but no doubt that they're going to continue up with this pressure, West Coast, and make sure that they're able to do everything that they can. Crowd getting back into it. In the corner, Leo Williams kicks it out to the other side. And he's out of bounds. Offensive foul, I apologize. That does result in West Coast possession. Either way, giving them another chance to take this lead. Crowd is really getting into this one now. Hear them chanting on every possession. Timeout taken. Game is now only a 2-point deficit. Feels closer than ever Is there anything changing? Is there anything in your mind that you might try to get the ball to? Maybe somebody other than Ethan. Maybe you try to draw up a play that will get Ethan a lot of attention and give somebody else an open look. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Austin Pace and get David go away, and Wesley Carnes, they've all made threes tonight, but attacking the basket, getting those extra free throws, that's probably how we're going to win the game. If somebody can make some lucky shots, maybe a three, then we'll come up with the win tonight, but we need to stay with our game, attacking the basket and getting those free throws.
And good defense turns into good offense, as we mentioned at the beginning of this half. Obviously, it's becoming a thing. That full court pressure is just not something Caltech is ready to deal with. Student section getting all riled up. They're ready to go. Oh, the West Coast Eagle takes a spill, but he's still up and ready to go. West Coast possession coming out of the timeout here. We're going to see what exactly Ethan Delaney and your West Coast Eagles have in mind. And you can hear the crowd electrifying this offense. Wesley Clarence gives it back out to Ethan Delaney, getting a little bit of a double team action, and he gives it out to his teammate. No good on the three, but a loose ball, and it results in West Coast Eagles basketball. David Goe trying to get that rebound, was able to push it back onto a Caltech defender, as we saw him do earlier, in order to keep that possession. The ball does find its way to David Goe, giving it to Wesley Clarence, out to Ethan Delaney, loses his dribble, back out to Wesley Clarence into the corner. Shot, three is a little short, offensive rebound, back out to David Goe at the top. Decides to stop the momentum just a little bit, slow down the pace, and the ball. It's a jump ball, resulting in a Caltech possession. Leo Williams playing some excellent defense there, was able to almost strip the ball out of David Goe's hands. David Goe instinctively went to go cover the ball up and landed out of bounds.
We now have 2:25. We'll see if West Coast can put their heads down, get the ball, and get the lead back so they can get a win tonight.
An attempt pass on the full court defense still finds its way into Caltech's arms. Ball now with number 4, defended by Wesley Carnes. He drives inside, off the backboard, but a shooting foul. This will be an opportunity. This will be an opportunity for Caltech to potentially put this game away. If they put both these in, it will be a 4-point lead.
There's plenty of time for Eagles to come back, but how Caltech misses one of these free throws right here. They hit the first one. Eagles need to keep their heads in the game and get the ball in the basket.
Now here to make it a 2-possession game. Second free throw. And it's good. Timeout called on the court.
Timeout on the floor. Timeout, Beaver.
Despite those 2 made free throws, the crowd is still in it. They know what's at stake. 4 points here, potentially the first one of the season. The West Coast Eagle doing the worm, ironically. As you know, eagles usually eat worms or other birds. Timeout finishing up here. Caltech making their final adjustments, taking the court. West Coast taking a little bit longer. And both sides taking the court, getting ready to go. David Goe and Ethan Delaney heading to the far end of the court, ready to start off this West Coast possession and cut this lead down. Ethan Delaney carrying the ball down the court, carrying point, gives it back out to Zach Brown, who gives it back to Ethan Delaney, out to David Goe in the corner, finds his way to Wesley Clarence, drives inside, gives it out to David. Ethan Delaney shoots a three. Oh, no good, just a little long. Trouble on the rebound, finds his way back into Caltech. Number 4, guarded by David Adelette. Wesley Clarence working on Leo Williams here. Number 4 back at the top, changing the pace just a little bit, seeing what he can change and hopefully make a play for his team. Zach Brown defending in the paint, my apologies. And a shooting foul on Zach Brown. That puts us at 59-63 with 2 free throws to come with 1 minute and 23 seconds left.
Go to line for the Beavers, number 13, Matt Cantor.
The first free throw being no good. See what the second one has in store. And the second one's no good as well. Batted out of bounds by Caltech. It's going to be Eagles basketball. Caltech seems to be countering with their own form of full court press here. A little bit softer than what we're seeing from West Coast. Ethan Delaney trying to drive in. Ball finds its way to David Goeth. Back out to Ethan Delaney. Goes back inside. Stripped away. Potential fast break here. We see David Adelette playing defense. But David Goeth called for a shooting foul there. It will result in 2 more for your Caltech University.
Second personal foul. Go to line for the Beavers, number 4, Noah.
Caltech playing hard defense right now, trying to keep the lead. We'll see if the Eagles can get the ball back and put the ball in the basket to mount a comeback right here just with 1:05 left. They can still do it, but they have to play some good defense and get the ball in the basket.
As we see number 4 make his first and second free throws, making the score 59-65. David Goe bringing the ball up the court, gives it out to Zach Brown. Gives it to David Goe. Drives around. He gives it back out to Wesley Clarence, who kicks it out to David. And it's good! A 3 is good! 50 seconds left. 62-65. It's going to be Caltech possession whenever we come back from this timeout.
Austin Pace hits his 3rd three-pointer of the game from the same corner. We have a 3-point deficit. Beavers 65, Eagles 62. Getting closer. The Eagles can mount a comeback right here and get the win. We'll see if they can do it. Crowd really getting into it, letting all that energy in for before Thanksgiving and break, but we're really happy with the crowd right now. They're really on our side. Let's just hope their energy can help these Eagles get a win tonight.
Austin Pace really putting a surge of energy into this crowd. As there was a moment where you maybe could think that this game was out of reach, but Austin Pace with that electrifying 3, making sure that everybody knows that the Eagles may be down, but definitely not out. 51 seconds left on the clock here as the Eagles trail 62-65. Both teams in double bonus here. No doubt in my mind that's going to play into the factor of each of these players had as they play. Both teams playing very hard defense. Caltech coming out most recently with their own form of full court press. A little bit softer, as I mentioned, from what the Eagles are doing. Whereas the Eagles are really looking for a turnover. It seems as though Caltech's just looking to delay, run as much off the clock as they can.
There's really two strategies right now. Play hard defense, get the ball, hopefully get an open three, or just play good defense, maybe foul him, get him to go to the line, but we need to get the ball back, get some fast points so we can get a last second shot.
And you can hear the West Coast Eagles fan section going crazy right now, trying to invigorate this defense. And a tip pass, it results in a loose ball, which is a jump ball. West Coast possession.
Once again, Ethan Delaney coming up with the possession. Ethan Delaney putting this team on his shoulders. Great defense, great basketball, Ethan Delaney.
Caltech deciding to burn a timeout there. Make sure that there is absolutely no momentum that they could possibly be giving them here that already isn't theirs. Seems as though there might have been a change on the jump call there by the officials. Caltech may retain possession here. There's no jump ball, as it turns out. There's just a timeout. It seems as though Coach Oliver might have been able to call a timeout before Caltech had lost possession. 35 seconds left, 15 seconds on the shot clock. Ball finds its way to number 24, guarded by Ethan Delaney. Back out to number 4, driving inside. Ball's batted away. It remains Caltech's possession. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. 20 seconds on the game. 26 seconds left on the game clock. 6 seconds. You can do something with that, but not a lot. It's going to take a very interesting play here. Very quick. Ball finds its way to number 13, guarded by Ethan Delaney. He goes up. No good. Ball lost. David Goe keeps possession, and a foul. Both teams being here in double bonus. Red 13 gets called for a kicking foul. That's going to give David Goe some free throws here. 3 points down. This could change the entire complexion of the game. Potentially, we could see a 64-65 score coming out of these free throws. Number 23 set to come in. David Goe's first free throw, no good. Number 23 finding his way into the game, Riley Wood. We've seen enough of him to know that he's going to make an impact. Goe here to make his second shot. And it's good, no doubt about that one. Timeout, West Coast. Trying to retain as much time on that clock as I can. We have 20 seconds left on the game clock. The shot clock has officially shut down. Now West Coast is down 63-65. We'll see what ends up happening here to end this game off.
We really need a steal right now. We want to see our best defense come with a steal and get a tie game. We can even put it into overtime, but we need a steal and a basket right now.
Don't leave just yet. This game is going to come to a very exciting finish here in a moment. 20 seconds left on the clock. Both teams in double bonus. Your West Coast Eagles only down by 2.
These Eagles have really come together tonight. It's been really impressive to see them play as a team. come back to a 2-point deficit. 20.5 seconds. Let's see if the Eagles can come up with a tie and maybe even the win.
Absolutely electric atmosphere from the fans. Everybody in this and in the stadium knows exactly what's at stake here. It's going to be Caltech possession. We're going to see what happens. Absolutely nobody on the other team's side. Number 4, retaining possession. And we have a foul. On number 12, seems to be a holding or reaching foul. Is going to result in some free throws for Noah Hicks. This could put the game away, as they have a 2-point lead, 2 free throws coming. The first one is good. The second one here, probably the most important shot of the game thus far. And it's good. That brings the lead to 4 points. Ethan Delaney bringing the ball down the court quickly, knowing what's at stake. Shoots. Austin, no good. 5 seconds left. 4, 3. Eagles retain possession here. 30 seconds left, down 4 points. Ethan Delaney throws up 3 off the backboard, and that ends the game. West Coast put up a great fight today. The score ends up being 63-67 in favor of Caltech. No doubt in my mind that West Coast gained some very important momentum going into next week's game. Thank you all for joining us today. A great game. Looking forward to next week's contest. We hope y'all travel safe for this upcoming Thanksgiving break, and I hope y'all all have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless, and enjoy yourself.
Tonight's game. And please drive home safe.